Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. It's the last stream before I go away on. I say holiday. Holidays maybe making it being far too generous a term. It's a work trip, but it's also like a work trip to San Francisco to go to a conference about making video games, and then a few days of skiing in Canada before we come back. So it's kind of a holiday. I just gotta learn while I'm there. That's all. I hope everyone's doing well. But yes, this will be the last stream before then, because we fly out on the 20th at 7 a.m. So I'll be up at 4 a.m. So yeah, no stream happening on that Sunday. Friday, I'm busy. Saturday, I'm also busy. I need to get packed and all that. I mean, hell, maybe I could do a late night stream actually going into, since I need to stay awake till like 4 a.m. or whatever. But I'll probably just be running around panicking and stuff. Flying out on the Sunday the 20th, and then we fly back like Monday the 28th. And God knows how long it'll take me to go with the jet lag. Necrip, hello! How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm just rambling about how I'm not going to be here for like a week and a bit now. Like 9 days, I think, minimum. More than that, actually. Shit, no, closer to 12 days. Fuck. Yeah, 12 days. I'm going to be away. Lose half the month. Well, half the month. Anyway, I shouldn't be rambling. We should be playing video games if we're gonna. I'm gonna sit here talking about that. We also have some interesting stuff in that. Ooh, something to remember to do actually, just so I don't get pestered by it. There we go. Now, I have been led to understand. Yes, vendors have been updated. I got the world record in Honey Pop yesterday, so congrats. That's awesome. I missed what you were rambling about, but yes, you should be playing video games. I was rambling about the fact that the Korean servant, Randy's Rise, Randy the Witch. That's very cool. It's cool that it's all marked out now. Say that. Okay, yeah, no, it does have the like nomadic merchant, and there's sorceress Selene. Yeah, nomadic merchant right there. Okay, nice. I can remove that. The ramble was basically about how I'm going on holiday slash work trip on 20th. So I won't be streaming before that, and I won't be streaming before that, so basically this is like my last stream until like the 29th, 30th of March, sadly. That was basically what the ramble was all about. That's weird. Yeah, having these merchants marked is very cool. Almost my chat, but do what you have to do. I mean, it's a work trip slash. It's a work trip that also feels a bit. Oh no, that's not good. Can this thing be poisoned? It can. Nice. Bye-bye, Stormhawk. You did your duty well. Oh, we're in phase 2 now. Shit. Okay. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Anyway, how's everyone tonight? How is everyone this evening? What? Bullshit. Is it better to just try and hit the face? Poisoned at least. Apparently the healing item is now heal torrent for more as well, as of the latest patch notes. Oof. Fuck him now. He's such a little bitch. Fucking dodge that. Fuck is that? Whatever it was, I managed to avoid it when I absolutely shouldn't have. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Ah, this guy sucks ass. Oh, and he's not poisoned anymore. The poison was worn off. Shit. Doing good. How's Elden Ring going? Oh, hey, Namus. That's a good approximation. Wasn't too bad. Gonna see if GameStop here will take my old Xbox One for install credit towards Australia. Does. Ah, nice, nice. I've got a funny thing about an Xbox One. My work Xbox One that I've got in the home right now is being what I can only describe as a little fucky. In that every time I switch it off, it just switches itself back on again, which I think is to do with the fact that they couldn't find the correct power cable, so we're using technically an incorrect one, which is very, very loose in the back, and I feel like that might be a contributing factor. Just a little factor, anyway. Yeah, let's try and lure him out a little bit, away from that precarious perched edge. Oof. What? I couldn't even... I was still fucking lying on the floor. This guy really does suck. Holy shit. Like, he just doesn't seem to... Like, the poison is, like, whatever. I don't even know if it really works. The surface is dirty, okay, so the same problem with the eject button. I mean, maybe? I just switched the power. I just switched it off at the wall to make it shut up. I was fed up with it being on and draining my electricity. That felt... whatever. Bad timing on my part. I thought I'd rolled. Thought I'd avoided that one. Oh, fuck me, this guy sucks. I may end up rage quitting and just going to Caelid anyway. I really can't be fucked fighting this one boss. Which has a stupid fucking moveset. I mean, it looks like it's doable based on where his health is just now. I feel like it might be doable. Just, one of the problems is, obviously, the bleed doesn't work, so... Oh shit, Bull's Realm has just come in with the 8-month... St. Paddy's indeed. St. Paddy's Day today. Everyone who's drinking, I hope you drink very irresponsibly and have a good time. Please drink responsibly. I don't know if I'm allowed to encourage irresponsible drinking on the platform. I don't know if that's TOS or not. Understandable. But yes, hello Bull's Realm. Thank you for 8 months. Months in a row. One more month and I Is it? No. When is it you get your next sub badge? Is it 9 months or 12 months? Tori's lurking for voice. Tori, hello. Well, thank you for the lurk. Gauday. Hope you've had a good one. Let's try the jellyfish. Let's instead of poisoning him ourselves, let's let someone else do the work. Because the jellyfish is buffed up to the same level, and I wonder if it'll last longer and just keep the poison going. The thing is, it's not going to be in proximity to get hit by that attack specifically. Though it is hitting that. Ooh. Okay, cool. Fucking great game. Also me. Okay, Necro. Pretty much lurking as well. Got a window moves so I can see chat. Still can't see anything on screen. Fair enough. I appreciate the risk of streaming a new game when it comes out, isn't it? Now I've got Golden Vow as well. Whatever Golden Vow does. Torrent, get yourself up. Jellyfish is such a fucking tank though, isn't it? Horror step is super vulnerable. But even sometimes without the horror step, like, I'm aware that you can be critical and everything, but it still feels kind of ridiculous. I'm very lucky there. Does this thing take more damage if I... Okay, if I hit it in the face? It certainly doesn't take bleed damage. The problem is, hitting it in the face is very difficult when you've got the claws. Yeah, I guess in the absence of being able to do the animation for the critical, this is actually going to end up being my worst boss. I'm serious. What? That's with physical damage negation as well. Actually, you know what? Let's... Okay, why don't we double down on the poison? So if we take that, we can get some... Because you see blood sprays when I hit him in the face. But it's so hard to hit him in the face, that's the problem. I accidentally dismissed my poison by pressing the buttons in the wrong order. I'll try until I run out of poison grease, and then I may just go do Caelid, because honestly, this boss can actually go fuck itself. Maybe I shouldn't be on horseback. Maybe that's the problem. Because if I get knocked off the horse, then it's like a catastrophic problem. So grim. Oh, what? That's close enough to be hurt by it. Shit. Ah, that attack, man. Shit. Is the jellyfish just being a tank and just still being alive the entire time? Shit, I'm fucked. Yep. Well, I mean, I'll survive it, but it won't... Come on. I almost fell to my death there. That would have been the fucking worst. Greed, 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 greed. Okay, no, I've got other items. That's fine. 5 smithing stones. That's pretty good. And the Falling Star Beastjaw. Okay. So we had 13 deaths in total to that boss. Not the worst yet. You know, I think the worst is still... The worst is still Twin Tree Sentinels, I think. Yeah, the worst is still Twin Tree Sentinels at 16. But... Oh, that was a fucking trip. Right, now we can go... Now I can finally play the game. Because we're going to go to Caelid next. We're going to cross through the path, through the... What do you think of this game so far? I like it. In fact, I really like it. I think it could very well be FromSoft's best games. Which means that if that ends up being the case, realistically it means that it will be in my top 5 games of all time, because Bloodborne is like my second or third favourite game of all time. And I think if I find this game I guess logically, if I like this game more than I like Bloodborne, then it'll be higher on that list, I guess. It's phenomenal though. Like, being able to take the sort of the dark sort, the sort of the Souls-like formula, or this, I say the Souls-like, it's the Souls formula because it's theirs, and bring it to that the open world with all the sort of the nice, taking like the best elements from each of the previous titles. It speaks volumes of From's quality as game developers. Like, it's really, really impressive what they've been able to do with this title. Lord Godfrey, at last, at the end of his campaign, his golden army is unvanquished and unbowed, yet finds grace. Grace lost, tattered and faded. These are like memorials to Kentaro Miura, or they're believed. Oh, I'm about to get invaded. They're believed to be memorials to Kentaro Miura because of the author of Berserk, which has inspired basically every dark fantasy game you've ever played. Every bit of dark fantasy media you've ever consumed has probably been inspired by Berserk. And Miura sadly passed away. Was it last year? The year before? Actually, can't remember now off the top of my head. Stasia, Tarnished Eater has died. Sacred Scorpion Charm. Amazing done with the Soulsborne heroing games. Yes, Brad, that's God, the titles just keep going on and on, don't they? Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 14 and Missionaries Cookbook 3. Well, we need to have a look at both of these. Seems like just have both of them together. So, Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 14. Oh shit, that's pretty good. And was it Missionaries Cookbook 3? Silver Pickled Foulfoot. Nice. I still can't really do anything with any of the garments, can I? No, it's just removing cloaks. Like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you remove the coolest part of an outfit? I don't understand. Like, because there's a lot of stuff. Like, I normally hate open world games. Generally, I find them to be completely lacking in any actual depth, and just substitute depth for volume of content. That's true of the vast majority of open world games that I've played or attempted to play. Elden Ring, like, hits different on that. Elden Ring has achieved that. There are a few games that have managed to not do that. I thought the first Horizon game managed to avoid that trap. I haven't played Forbidden West yet, so can't say if it's been successful or not. I hope it has, because I'm looking forward to playing it at some point. And I'm hoping that Spider-Man Miles Morales doesn't fall into that trap, because I've got that on my list at some point as well to play. So yeah, the open world side of it, fantastic. Like, it just keeps you guessing. I think it's probably one of the most accessible Souls games to date, by quite a considerable margin. Again, it's borrowed sort of a lot of lessons from a lot of the previous titles in terms of how to improve on that front. God, look at those things. Nascent Butterfly. Rotting. Everything. Rotting. Scarlet. The very earth that killed rests upon, and Celia, town of sorcery. The end is nigh for us all. There's a basement literally right there. Elden Soulsborne Kira. Yeah. The only way to describe this is it's just the culmination of everything FromSoft has been learning and improving upon up to this point. Like, there's really no other way to... Oh my. I bet these are going to be Scarlet Rot zombies. That would be my educated guess to the matter. Right, I might as well go down here and fight this Erd Triad. Oh boy! Oh no. Oh no. Time to... Oh, I think that's going to be... Yep. I think I do have a bolus, though. That's okay. I make more of them. Oh, I can make a lot more. Yeah. I think Elden Ring benefits from still being a Souls game at its heart with a fairly straightforward objective, so it's like take any route across this world, finish the game rather than figure out your fun in this sense. Yeah, yeah, I'd agree with that. Like, one of my big problems with Elden Ring, with open world games, sorry, is having to find the fun. I'm not very good at that. I prefer to be sort of generally pointed in the direction of the fun. Or let the game designers kind of dictate the direction that they want the fun to go and take. Elden Ring just like actually just kind of, you get like, you know, it guides, there's the guiding path, so if you want to really be directed, but there's enough interesting stuff to keep you sort of exploring and looking around. But again, and there's no busy work as well. Busy work is like, I think busy work might be my #1 hated thing in open world games. Because it's just, again, it goes back to the content with zero depth. And I'm trying to think what point busy work really started to become a thing, like a really evident thing. Yeah, as much as I like GTA as a kid, all I ever did was police chasing up cars all over and over. I'm trying to think of games where the busy work really became a problem. I mean, the obvious example is Ubisoft. Ubisoft games. Think like, I mean, I was going to say think Far Cry 3, but I think Far Cry 2 actually had a lot of busy work in it as well. Any of the Assassin's Creed games. Those are ones that jump out to me. But again, people give them a pass because they were so early on. It's just like, oh, because that was back in the day when we were like enamored with how much content was in a game rather than if the content was any good or not. Far Cry 2, you must find medicine. Yeah, Far Cry 2 was the one in Africa where you have malaria. You know what? I actually kind of liked it. There was some stuff in Far Cry 2 that I actually really liked, for better or for worse. I have a lot of fond memories of that game. Oh, Putrid Avatar. Things are a little bit different now. This is a different Putrid Avatar from the one that killed me, I think, so I'll need to put it on a different chart. Oof. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Okay, it's just killing the Hawk instead. You know what? Just for safety. Him hitting me saved my life because then the magic didn't hit me. Dead. Okay. Still not quite. Kuro, hello. How's it going, Ray? It's going well, sort of. I mean, I just died, but what's new about that? I would say Assassin's Creed had something to hide the busy work. I disagree. Collecting the feathers for that fucking cunt brother of yours in Assassin's Creed 2 was definitely not hidden by anything. It was just a chore. Truzio, or whatever his name was. As someone who platinumed Assassin's Creed 2, I feel perfectly qualified in my assessment that the collectathon element of it was dog shit. Because there was no substance behind it. That's the thing. As someone with less time, I want substance in my games, and as someone who even used to have a lot of time, imagine how good it would have been if there'd been substance all the time when I was playing my games. I forgot to use my fucking flask. and Assassin's Creed just had none. It's not just Assassin's Creed's not the only guilty thing, not the only one that's guilty of it. Like tons of the games are like that. What do I want to do? I want to go. Let's instead go with this again and hope this thing's not immune to poison. All the buffs. Okay, Putrid Avatar is down. I think open world of that area needs some lenience. This was cool at the time, getting such a big world. Yeah, well, that's why I think we give it lenient. I think we give the bad design lenience, but I think it's still bad design. I think that doesn't change it from being bad design, though. We were just more lenient to its design being bad because it was new. I think is more what I'm getting at. So which Erd tree was this? Fuck it, we'll go with Rot. Putrid Avatar north of Rot View. Putrid Avatar, one death, and it was... We'll go with West Caelid, actually. That's description. I remember thinking Starscourge was one of the greatest games I've ever made, but I played it. Apparently it wasn't true. It took me 7 years to go back and finish it, on top of the fact that I got bored. I think after the point where people realise more land to traverse not equals more fun in every case. More critical people feeling their world with useless jobs. Yeah, I mean it's the useless crap that I don't like. That's the main stuff. Just like again, and it happened all the way back. Far Cry 2, I like Far Cry 2. More so, I really like its sort of gritty setting. And again, like there was a lot of very unique stuff that Far Cry 2 did, but I really liked the sort of the gritty setting of Far Cry 2. How sort of dirty and everything felt. I say dirty, more like the sort of the guns that they'd jam and all that shit, and they'd rust and start to wear away as you use them, become unusable. That stuff was all very cool, but stuff like finding all the diamonds, for example, no one wanted to do that. Nobody did. It's the shit like that that's like the real sort of letdown, I think. Like, Far Cry 4 ripped down every propaganda poster. Stuff like that. It's like, why? Give us something. Elden Ring, you've got all these little sort of character quests, and they're all really cool. But you don't have, like, there's not really much busy work. And and the closest thing to busy work, like, I don't know, defeating the, going to each of the minor Erd trees, for example. There's, like, tangible, unique rewards every time you do that. You get more stuff for your flask, and the stuff for your flask is very good. But I'd argue it's vital. Without a good flask of Wondrous Physic, you're gonna have a harder time in this game. Fucking dino dogs. Jesus. Oh shit, I hate those things. Platinum trophy, stuff for Elden Ring, get all the legendary X stuff, just force you to interesting areas, but it's not get every weapon, every possible talisman. Yeah, I don't even know what all the trophies are, but I would imagine, I'm going to imagine that that there aren't trophies for every ash and every weapon. Oh, sorry, for every sort of summon ash, for every weapon art, and for every weapon or talisman. It's like, basically like, the boss weapons and shit. Fucking hell. Oh, they don't look so. They're not so tough. Do you know what they remind me of? They remind me of fucking the first Scooby-Doo movie, the live-action one. But Scrappy Doo's the villain. Spoiler alert, by the way. It's a fucking wild ride, that film. And then he turns into like big fucking sort of mutant Scrappy Doo. That's exactly what those things remind me of. Just like that early 2000s creepy Scrappy Doo CG. You want to keep secret order, should I say? I mean, I'm not so, like, just knowing something like, you know, do you have to get all the talismans or something? Or do you have to get all the ashes, or all the weapon arts? Like, I don't really consider that a spoiler. Because I already know that those things exist. I imagine, like, getting all the great runes is one of them. And, like, restoring all the great runes. Ooh, great sword. Ooh, is that the Guts great sword as well? Ooh. You know what these things also remind me of? They also remind me a little bit of the dragon asses from Los Isla. Just like the sort of the sort of the bulkiness to them. Whirler Flame. So much to explore. I feel like we'd be remiss if we didn't go down, if we didn't find a way down here somehow. Let's not get shot by that guy this time. Let's see if there's a way down Torrent can take. It doesn't look like it. It looks like I'm gonna have to come the long way. Weapon collection ones, or some of your gear will say legendary item subscription. There's achievements for having all this. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So here's a question: can you get them all in a single playthrough? Not that that's even a bad thing necessarily. I kind of wish they'd put an area in DS1 with a bunch of dragon tops too. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, you know, we have all these dragon asses attacking us, but where's the rest of the dragon? What was I leveling up? Was it Mind still? Yeah, we'll get Mind to 25. Let's see. For DS1 and 2 playthroughs. 3. It's 3. Well, 2.5, isn't it? Because Sif has 3 items. I think I was working on the Dark Souls Remastered Platinum, actually. I think I'd done everything I needed to do in playthrough 1. Oh, we're not counting glitches. We're talking legitimate playthroughs. I say that. I'm also the man who did the who exploited cloud saves to get all 3 endings in Bloodborne. This armor reminded me of Eileen from Bloodborne. Yeah, that's kind of why I picked it. It's a lot less virtuous than Eileen's. Are they just going to keep spawning out the fire? It's a lot less virtuous in purpose, but yeah, that's my get up. Now, do these things have like some kind of weakness on their head or something? I can't remember if I read that. Come on. I platinumed it a single play with save scumming if that helps. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I think I read in the chat that you guys had done that. I'm in no rush to get the platinum for this. Like, I doubt I'll get it on the stream playthrough. I'll probably need to make a separate playthrough to sort of do all the right stuff to get it, because there's probably quest lines I fucked up and so on. Those things when they just do that chain reaction of blowing up. Oh shit! It's a bossy boss. It's the twin mad looking heads. I feel like I wasted using the grease there. Did I get anything from them? Wait, did they not even drop anything? Zaz shield. Calum ruins. Okay, so let's see. Twin pumpkin heads, we'll call them. Twin pumpkin heads. Okay, that runs. 0. Nope, not 9 deaths. 0 deaths. Mentioned that they're supposedly a weak. But it doesn't matter because you can backstep the flame chariots. Yeah, I just want to find the item again, because I'm sure I had an item that was saying that as well. Was it one of these? Flame chariots. A whirlwind blow to the chimney on top may prove effective, but opportunities for plunging attack will be rare indeed. Many bosses like this still aren't even on the wiki. Never spotted before you just beating them. Oh wait, you never encountered them. Well, yeah, it's wild. That sort of thing keeps. Wait, was there another set of ruins over here as well, with a basement? I feel like there was. I feel like I was overlooking one when I was at the Site of Grace. Such a content dense. Yeah, content dense, but it's all good content as well. Like, just, I mean, I was kind of like, oh, it's a bit of a shame that some of the really cool looking bosses are reused, but at the end of the day, it's not the end. It's nothing. It's not the end of the world. And they are like scaled up a little bit as well. It feels like. I mean, maybe. I mean, those pumpkin heads went down like a fucking sack. Oh shit, like a fucking sack of tatties, but both. No, 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 no. Okay, these things are a lot nastier than the dogs. This is like the worst Nightmares version of that Walking with Dinosaurs episode. With the Giant of the Skies. Reusing bosses. Yeah, but I mean, reusing bosses on this scale, I guess, is... But at the same time, Elden Ring probably still has more unique bosses than any of the previous FromSoft games as well. I mean, if you just, think how many bosses have I killed so far? 88 minus 12. I've killed 66 bosses in this playthrough so far. And that's just so far, and I'm nowhere near the end of this game. Sword of St. Trina. Silver sword, carried by clerics of Centrina, inflicts sleep ailments upon its foes. That's cool. Centrina is an enigmatic figure. Some say she's a comely young girl. Others are sure he is a boy. The only certainty is that their appearance was as sudden as their disappearance. Interesting. So how do you see if a weapon's a legendary? I mean, maybe I just don't have any legendaries yet. Scarlet Rot built that. Interesting. Oh god, you know something else we need to do at some point? We need to go back and deal with the chariot puzzle back in the starting dungeon. Stone 4. Toxic mushroom. What is that? I'm sure I've seen a few of that. Said it there, I didn't. Am I blind? One of the legendary armaments. Sorry, I am. Yeah, okay, you're right. I just didn't read it. I just didn't read enough of it. Thank you for the lurk, Brennan. Enjoy your time away. Doing whatever it is that you are doing. Okay, that looks like it could be. Doesn't make it very obvious, like a big golden text, which might have been nice. Yeah, or like maybe a symbol or something. But that's fine. That was not very good. Okay, I'm getting the feeling that this part of Caelid is possibly easier than Mount Gelmir, because I am fucking slicing through some of these lads. Like it's no one's business. Unfortunately, my time away won't be spent playing Elden Ring, which I've fallen behind everyone in except for Tori. I mean, to be fair, Tori only streams it once a week, so it's probably... And she gets drunker and drunker as the streams go on, so man, a drink for every death. Looking at my death count, I'd be dead. I'd actually just be dead. Trying to do a drink for every death. I've heard people say Caelid makes sense, it's secondary. Yeah, but definitely some weird positioning in terms of difficulty. Yeah. So I get the feeling that I was probably meant to do Caelid after I did Leonia of the Lakes. But it's kind of difficult when, like, you know, I mean, then again, actually, because you don't have the second half of the lift, unless you find that cave system like I did, there'd be no way for you to get to Mount Gelmir, so maybe Caelid actually does make sense. So I don't think you can get to, well, I say to Mount Gelmir, so the Atlas Plateau, you have to either use that cave system at the side, or you have to get the second half of the lift disc, which I'm assuming is in Caelid. But again, in a very great Elden Ring thing, it gives you little ways for you to go in any order that you wish. You are not constrained. And I appreciate that. I mean, it does mean that this area may end up being a bit easier, but then again, those birds were still fucking giving me a rough time, so maybe not. But yeah, everything's Smithing Stone 4, whilst Volcano Manor was like Smithing Stone 5 and 6. Man, the Volcano Manor boss is so fucking cool, by the way. The giant snake lad. keep reading, I don't know why, but I keep reading Land Octopus Ovary as Land Octopusy, and it's not good. And tears. Frost Naginata. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Naginata. But the fight was so cool. It's like, yeah, exactly. Like I was saying, it felt like a World of Warcraft boss fight in a lot of ways. And like, yeah, going in the first time, you pick up the sword, the spear, and you'd already heard the guy talk about use the spear to defeat him. You start doing damage. The thing is, you can do reasonable damage. It's not like Yorm, where Yorm's just like immune to everything except that weapon. You know, you get the feeling that you could do phase 1, but it would be a real slog. And just imagine doing phase 1, finishing it without the spear, and then phase 2 starts, and you're just like, I'm so fucked. Wow, boss of it. Listen. Listen here, Namus. I will listen. I will allow people to slag off WoW for just about everything, but not its boss fights. Its boss fights are incredible. You can slag off WoW for just about everything else. And believe me, I intend to as well, especially when I go back for the next expansion. Because I think I will go back for the next expansion. Watching the Race to World First again has been getting me a bit hyped up. And, you know, Shadowlands is done, and Shadowlands was kind of shit, so... I'm hoping they've had 2 bad expansions in a row now, so I'm hoping that they'll finally have a good one. Just so you know, I've tried random things and never escaped the level grind to get to the actual bosses. Okay, yeah, fair enough. If you've never actually made it to the bosses, I can understand. I hate how fucking resilient these miners are. God damn it. I need to get the backstab. I need to put the backstab trinket back on. Or medallion. Ooh, there's another smithing stone. Oh man, the WoW bosses are like... It's the one thing that I think keeps the game going. Like, makes the game still worth playing. I quit, obviously, but I didn't quit because I thought the game was, like, bad. I quit for altruistic reasons that I'm gonna end up... I say altruistic, morality reasons that I'm pretty much gonna abandon soon, because I do want to play Diablo 2 Remastered, I want to play Diablo 4, I want to play Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and I want to play the next WoW expansion, especially if it's what everyone thinks it's going to be about. But yeah, no, the WoW bosses are great. I mean, if you ever did want to come back, I'd happily sort of boost you through all the, you know, I could start a new character, we could run through all the easy content, It's super fast to level up in the retail game. We could get you to the point where you can do actual bosses. And you don't even need to like join a guild or anything, you can just do LFR. The bosses are like scaled down in difficulty, but they're like a really great starting point. LFR is designed to be done by basically anyone. I think that's fair. They've since been bought out, and although that doesn't fix anything, it's fair to say it's not supporting them the same as before. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like I even really want to try and justify it to myself. Like, at the end of the day, I've effectively gone, right, my morals... capitalism has defeated my morals once again. But it has been kind of odd. Like, you know, I don't really find I have that filler game to play anymore. Like that game to play when I'm not streaming, which is a bit of a shame. WoW definitely used to fill that gap a lot, so it's a shame to not have that anymore. And D2 and Diablo 2 would fill that gap a lot as well. This is going to be a boss fight. I need to craft more poison. Oh, another magma worm! I think I've fought more magma worms than anything else. Oh no, wait, no. I think those stupid cat statues I've probably fought more of, but... space to heal. And again. I guess as well, at the end of the day, I mean, it's really tough. It's a really tough thing. Like, if I worked on a game and then it turned out that a lot of people at the company I worked at were, like, fucking serial abusers, that would be very grim. I wouldn't, like, hold it against anyone who didn't play the game that I worked on anymore, but it would also be really shit. The game was... Yeah. I don't really have a... I said it was Magma Worm. Where are we? Rear Gale Tunnel entrance. Oh, well, Gale Tunnel, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly not to, like, legitimize any of that behavior that was going on, because it was fucking horrendous. The fact that you know it's, like, the fact that an employee basically felt she had no recourse but to take her own life to deal with what was happening, like, that is like, I don't think I've ever heard of something that bad happening within the games industry before. Tunnel right here. Had I literally never discovered that tunnel before? That's kind of cray. Yeah, the Blizzard situation is so fucking shocking. You know, hopefully, I say hopefully, you know, Bobby will be out of there, but at the same time, like, he's not being removed as like a sort of as helping to cover up and potentially perpetrate this behavior and allow that behavior to go on. He's getting a big fucking fat paycheck out of it. Like, I know they fired a few people and they changed McCree's name in Overwatch, and I don't know if they're going to consider that job done. You know, Blizzard's still sort of... Is it still manned by a bunch of former Trump staffers as well? You know? Off to an amazing sign that your company's committed to all the right kind of things. When you hire ex-Trump staffers to basically be like enforcers within your company. And it's always good when when the legal team that you hire to deal with internal situations is made up of a legal company famous for union busting. You know, you're ticking all the right boxes there. But again, maybe Microsoft will be better. Like, Microsoft, even though I believe that almost every big AAA games company in any attempt to be even remotely progressive or foster a friendly environment isn't doing it for any actual altruistic reasons. They're doing it purely as because they think that is the best route to financially benefit the company. But you know what? I'll take that over not doing anything at all. So hopefully the Microsoft acquisition can improve things. But I'm skeptical, to say the least. Finger Reader Crow. I don't think I spoke to that Finger Reader before. Exactly, as long as things improve in material time, I don't really count. Yeah. Like, I'll take improving for the wrong reasons over not improving at all, or over getting worse. I mean, I say the wrong reasons. Improving for non-altruistic reasons, I guess. Not improving not because they actually want to improve, but because they think that improving will improve their bottom line. It's still better than doing nothing. I guess. And that's like a point I could pitch, and that's where that's one thing that I do. I feel like there is definitely a lot of cynicism online, and that isn't an attitude that's taken. But it's like, if we don't make any gradual improvements, you know, if you just act like, if you're just always cynical about, completely cynical. Like, I mean, I mean, I know I come across as cynical, so it's a bit hypocritical, but I still consider any improvement to be better than no improvement. But if you take the attitude that if it's not the right type of improvement, then you might as well have not done it, then we just get nowhere. The sort of the you know, kind of like, it was the microcosm that drove things like Bernie or bust in the USA and Corbyn or bust. I mean, Corbyn or bust was less of a thing, I guess, in the UK, but it was still definitely a presence. You know, if we can't have Corbyn as Prime Minister, there's no point even voting, and that's how the Tories just continue, because their Conservatives are very good at rallying the troops to vote for them. As long as it was real and long term, yeah. As long as like the change isn't just, it's actually meaningful. It's not just it's not just putting a rainbow profile picture on your Twitter bio and then never doing anything afterwards. You know, or like, you know, doing, you know, is it like the meme that all the companies turn rainbow? Like, you know, it's cool that they do that, but it's like, do they actually practice what they preach the other 11 months of the year when it's not Pride Month? That's the bit I'm more interested in. It's what do they do when they're not putting on a public show? I guess is more the... And again, put on a show if you want, like... A little cringe, but I guess, you know, if marginalized people feel like you do have their back, then that's definitely better than feeling like you're gonna side with their abusers or their what's the word I'm trying to... I'm reaching for a word, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. This thing is doing the weirdest fucking pattern. Is it actually just running away from me, or is it doing like a pattern? Ah, Scrappy Doo strikes again. It's like, in fact, even if we move it away from that, if we move it to like the recent situation, the Ukraine situation, like, what is it, Sainsbury's, like, there was the big sort of meme or something, was it Sainsbury's just changed their chicken Kiev to chicken, like, spell it the Ukrainian way rather than the Russian way, and it's like, ha ha ha, yeah, funny meme. I'm more interested in the fact that they're apparently stopping the sale of items imported from Russia, which is definitely a good thing. Although then again, with the sanctions, I don't think there'd have been much of a choice in that. Like, would they've even been able to import stuff from Russia? And like things like Tesco raising money, you know, matching employee donations. It's like, you could just donate the money yourself, Tesco. You know, you're a fucking multi-billion-dollar company. But you know what? It's still better than nothing. I will take cringy activism over silent fence sitting. Me, I hate this thing. I could just wait for it, I guess. Would that be admitting defeat? Could also have a bigger weapon. We're gonna wait right here. It's gonna come to us eventually. The one thing about cringy activism that I won't accept is Flames of Red Veins, cool. It's cringy activism that tries to pretend it's being more than that. Like, that's, like... companies that will talk about like, you know, deep-seated beliefs, and then, while still continuing to do things that are against their statements, even though they're still doing that performative activism, like, oh, look, we... You know... Like, an example would be, like, a company saying, we support BLM, we're going to make donations towards charities related to BLM, and then also going and, like, being, like, pro-police, and it's like, you can't be pro-BLM and also pro-police, really. Like, those are, you know, there's cringe, like... At least in my view. Maybe I'm being harsh, but... harsh is not the right word. Maybe I'm being overly... too high an expectation for corporations, especially considering the reliance on... I say the reliance, the relationship between capitalism and the police force. Fuck me, that... Unbelievable. Maybe too high an expectation, but also not wrong. Yeah, I think maybe it just pissed me off because, like, the one time I saw it happen, it was actually at a company that I had I guess a personal investment in, and it was kind of like, is this the meme that's actually happening, sort of thing. These guys are, they're not playing up, are they? Yeah, maybe my expectations are just a bit high. I guess it's just you feel it more if you're, like, within that company, and it's like, oh, I'm actually in a space where I can make a statement on this thing. Oof! Okay, this guy's got a lot of health. Serious amount of health. Till you bleed him. Not even that Giga Archer Chad could stand up to blood loss. Oof. Okay, you know what? I take it back. Caleb isn't, you know... It isn't that much easier compared to Mount Gelmir. These guys are pretty fucking tanky. I think part of it is the fact that my poise is so low, so if it's a battle of who can withstand a blow, I'm almost always gonna lose. Once I get going, you know, I'm fucking, you know, flaying ass out here, but before that, it's a whole different story. Strength. Interesting. Let's just use a potion. Check the other side, and then we're gonna go into that fort and see what horrors await us inside the castle. Oh, there's nothing on the other side. Okay. I need to, like, infiltrate this castle. That's cool. Yeah, on the too high abilities, I think like there is like a degree of tempering expectations. Maybe I've just been beaten down so much in terms of just like the fact that it's so hard to see any of the major issues being actually resolved. Fuck, it's on one of those things. Maybe it's that. Or maybe it's just a case of like I just like feel like tempered expectations when it comes to seeing change enacted. It's just something that kind of needs to happen. Otherwise, you just spend your entire life being either disappointed or pissed off. But it's really hard to turn around to a group that's actually more directly affected, like a minority group, and go, "Oh, well, you just need to temper your expectations on what will get achieved." Because it's like, for me, it's like I want to see equality because I believe in equality, whilst there are a lot of people who want to see equality because they actively suffer from inequality, and it's much harder to. And I'm not saying that those people should feel they need to temper their expectations. Like, they've got every right to be like expecting to have their inequality just removed, because it's like, why the fuck, it shouldn't exist in the first place. I don't think they will. More tempering expectations. Like, I don't think they'll be resolved because the companies fundamentally don't care, rather than because they don't need to be resolved. Yeah. Starscourge heirloom. Convene the Festival of War. Honorable General Radan. Your hand, Sergeant. Oh god, I keep hearing about Radan. The nightmare that he's causing players, apparently. Raises strength. Oh, well, I do not need that. Wait, do I have one for just raising dexterity then? Honestly, those raising attributes but increased damage taken, the temptation to try them is really high. Just be like, I'm gonna fucking min-max my stats and just put the points in. The Taurus Demon, DS1. I mean, yeah, I remember Taurus Demon in DS1 by mimicry. Well, we should go, before we use that, we'll descend and we'll kill the fucking lion in the courtyard. Yeah. The rejected C.S. Lewis book title. It is literally the boss back. Same move, same arena, not even reskin. Boom. Easy. Ashes of War, Lion's Claw. God, the symbol for that makes it look awesome. Rune Arc. Remember me from DS1? I think it's the line of dialogue when it starts. I can't wait. I can't wait. If they, everyone loves a Taurus Demon. We literally have to leave the way we came in. Interesting. Oh shit, I didn't even check out what was in there. Chest. I should have checked out what was in there. Guitar. Ooh. Now what kind of weapon is a guitar? A fist weapon that is also slash and pierce. Doesn't have a passive effect, but it does have very cool moveset. Its default is Impaling Thrust. It's, you know, fine. Someone needs to check out what the stats are like on that. And that someone should probably be me, but chat. Max scaling Qatar, how's it looking? I can probably level it up pretty quickly. I've got quite a lot of leftover smithing stone 1 and 2. Like, I wanted another... Yeah. I did want a fist weapon. I mean, that's still slash and pierce. Like, I'd quite like a standard, like a cestus or something. But I'm not opposed to the idea of another type of fist weapon. Although the claws are very awesome. And they do bleed, naturally. Max scaling for quality. Keen would be ideal. Keen's the one I tend to go. In fact, let's have a look. Oops. No, don't do that, map. Keen is E. Strength, B, Dex. Okay, that's the same as the claws then. Let's have a look. Keen 25. Base damage 218. It's the claws. Claws out the ring. Keen. Oh wow, the base damage is quite significant actually. The base damage for claws is 187. And for Qatar it's 218. Claws do get A scaling with Dex though, and the claws still have the bleed, but the Qatar could be useful for like an alt setup. So I can make the Qatar poison as well. Like, one of the things I've been thinking is when I eventually get the Mimic Tear, I'll have a set of poison weapons equipped. Have the poison weapons equipped, summon the Mimic Tear so it can poison, and then I'll switch to bleed. So that my Mimic is poisoning the boss, I'm bleeding the boss, and I've got talismans that increase damage for both bleed and poison in the vicinity. That's the plan, anyway. Where the fuck is this taking me? Oh god, all the way over here, okay. Let's get the map. What type have you got set on your claws? My claws are keen just now. They're keen claws. And claws by default do blood damage. I picked Golden Vow because it was like a buff spell. Like the actual abilities, the actual special attacks with L2, none of them really felt that significant, so... That is a big old fortress right there, though. Okay, let's go in there. I guess that benefits me. Cold claws, Katao still even the second grease on, whereas the claws, well, does that give him 2 already? Wait, can you apply more than 1 grease to a weapon at a time? Like my claws I can grease my claws up if I want. Like I can grease them with, at the moment I tend to grease them with poison. Speaking of which. Oh god, I need more root resin. Ah. It's more just like, you know, I could then put a different grease besides poison on my own claws, whilst I have, like, my minion, my mimic. You can have 2 statuses on things. If I apply frost to bleed weapon, it doesn't let me add a 3rd status via grease. Right, I see. Oh, you mean if you apply frost via, like, a spell or something? Yeah, I have no idea, because Golden Vow doesn't buff my weapon, Golden Vow buffs me, so that's how I think I can get away with it. It makes sense, I guess, to stop ridiculous min-maxing. Although the player base is going to find ways to do ridiculous min-maxing regardless, I feel. And then FromSoft will have to nerf it. Every time the speedrunners break like a new minute... Every time the speedrunning community breaks a new minute barrier, FromSoft nerf everything again. Okay. So. Not getting in that way. does everything have... Oh, no, these are just... Why are these bats out during the day? They shouldn't be out during the day. They're a nocturnal animal. I think, unfortunately, the last patch, the crossover between OP PvP weapons and OP running weapons was the downfall. Yeah, that sucks. Oh! You know what, I'm glad that they made the crystal lizards nowhere near as annoying in this game. Like, the scarabs are generally much easier to deal with. Maybe next time the PvE fastest ones won't also be the PvP favourites. 9 out of 10 invasions I did was against somebody with a Hoarfrost Stomp or Knight and Flame Sword, and of course I had Hoarfrost myself. Nice. I did an invasion accidentally on a stream because I thought that I needed to trigger the invasion in order to do the ones for the manor, Volcano Manor. I just didn't see the red summon sign. So I ended up invading a player, and I was doing alright against him. You know, almost killed him on numerous occasions, and I kept getting flasked back because, like, cooperators kept coming in to help both of us, and kept dying. Like, I would kill his cooperators, and he would kill mine. It was funny. Oh, that was at the start of the Halo soundtrack for a second. Eerily quiet. Got invaded by streamer. I like the balance now that there's no solo invasion, so you're not being a bully now. It's like I can maybe it's 2v1 challenge. I still don't really know how like summoning, like if I get invaded, for example, I don't really know how the cooperation works for that. Like I haven't actually been invaded yet. I don't really know well, not been invaded by a player. What's the criteria for getting invaded by players? Have at least one friend summoned. Oh, is that all there is to it? Okay, so if you summon someone, then that... Oh, yeah, so you don't just need... Oh, yeah, because there's no humanity in this, is there? So, I mean, I guess there's the rune arcs, which I really should think about using at some point. There be sleep. Armor's Cookbook 5. What does the Armor's Cookbook have? Immunizing cured meat, immunizing white cured meat. Get invaded by a player, you have to summon one or other person and have the Pearled Finger active. You can also get invaded if you... Get invaded if you pop the Pearled Finger and use the item that invites invaders. Okay. Yeah, it's this game's way of doing an opt-in since there's no human hollow system. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that was the door to let me in, which I guess only opened from that side. Now the question is, where else can I go? Probably quite a few options that I just didn't block. So it's fall to my almost death down there. can probably drop down there safely enough. I'm just interested to see where the game itself is trying to lead me to. That's more my point of interest. Okay, so there's definitely nothing here. Love that audio. Yeah, it's really cool. I do like it when there's like some really cool ambient audio happening in game. Yeah, I guess, do I need to like just hop over a wall to drop down there? Oh, I see more big lion boys. It's like, I could honestly just like go like that and like that, and I don't know if that's correct or not, but the game allows it. So I kind of wonder if From Software changed the eligibility to be invaded because of complaints from multi games or because they knew there'd be a ton of new people playing Elden Ring and they wanted it to tone down a bit. It's entirely possible. I'm trying to think, how did DS3 do it? DS3, it was the same as DS1. Every time you kindled, you could be invaded. Dark Souls 2, without a doubt, had the worst invasion system because you could just be invaded whenever people felt like it. Like, the fact that I had to play that game offline is a fucking sin because I was not kindled anywhere near often enough, so... Okay, so it's just a teleporter in the middle of here. Visions of fire. Ooh, there's a site of lost grace. We should definitely activate that before we do any further exploration. Bloodborne's was fine. Bloodborne's was you ring the bell, someone else can ring their bell. You know, made sense. DS2 could even get rid after killing it. DS2 was such a mess. Soul leveling thing. I met bad players who had to farm more, took longer, got invaded by harder and harder PvPs, which is idiotic. Yep. And not to mention the worst players who felt they had to grind, or players who were just not as good. They got penalized the most because enemies would start to disappear from areas, which meant that they wouldn't be able to farm souls from them either. Now, for me, I had no problem with that because I was like fine with where I was level-wise, because generally I didn't lose my souls permanently that often in DS2. But yeah, that system would be really fucking penalizing for players who aren't very good. And like, whilst I think the Souls games are meant to be difficult, and I think inaccessibility is a valid design choice in a lot of ways. Sorry, not inaccessibility, exclusion is a valid design choice in a lot of ways. The Souls games kind of took the piss, the Dark Souls 2 kind of took the piss a little bit on that front. Because I do fundamentally believe that making a game difficult is a very valid design choice. Now, one thing to always bear in mind is difficulty is relative. I think that's something that should always be borne in mind. Difficulty is a relative thing, so making a game saying you're going to make a game difficult on its own actually means nothing. God, am I actually going to have to fight two of these cunts? Why don't these doors open? So stupid. Oh, is that just the health one? The only mistake with Elden Ring PvP is the password system means the host can invite a friend who's over 100 levels higher than the invader, but it feels like there's some kind of scaling system. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing. I've not actually set up the password, although I need to, because I know that our group chat has a password has a group password, doesn't it? And I know that Vati has a group password as well for his community, which I'd like to join. and no summoning as well. This creature, I don't know what it is about this creature, but this looks like something I've seen on a Magic the Gathering card. Like, this creature, more than anything else in this game, looks like a fucking Magic the Gathering card. Interesting that they can hurt each other, though. That's a choice. Password system is the same as DS3 and DS Remastered, as far as I know, so summoning someone higher level scales their stats down. Interesting. You know what? That's probably better. Probably a better overall decision than trying to make them fit within a certain level, I guess. Because that's the thing, you have to kind of, you know, in old Dark Souls games, it's like, oh, can I actually join you? I kind of want to use these, but at the same time, I feel like, what's the point in teleporting out of here already? When there's still so much to see, so much to find in Eddie Redmayne Castle. Yeah, I've not been in a single fight where I've been one-shot or been able to one-shot the enemy. All fights are very fair scale, even with Twinks involved. That's cool. I believe attunement, FP, and stamina equipment are the only things that don't get scaled down. This does create an issue of over-leveled phantoms being ridiculously tanky when they have massive equip load. Wait, an FP isn't scaled as well? Oh, wait, so that means that you can summon a phantom who's just fucking blasting off magic all the time. Okay, looks like I have to use that transporter then, because I can't open any of these doors. They're all, like, not doors. Oh shit, it's Blade. Hey, Blade.
Thought I might find you here. I must admit, I was a little worried. We missed our meeting.
We did miss our meeting.
It looks like you're still in one piece, eh? You must have heard by now, right? That Starscourge Radahn holds Rani's fate in stasis. But once he's out of the way, it will spring back into motion. So now, we stand against the demigod once known as the strongest of them all. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang. Into the fray together, eh? Into the fray together.
Oh, okay. So I didn't need to do the next step in his quest. That's kind of cool, that it's like not penalizing me for not going to find him soon enough.
General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Ah, you came. How delightful.
Hey, Alexander.
Indeed, I thought. And by the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh.
What have I walked into, chat?
In truth, I quiver at the thought. But the fear simply assures me the
I love that this guy's just a big talking part. It's so good.
Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal. Be sure to get a good Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow.
Pot friend is best friend. Yeah, pot friend is best friend.
Into the fray together, eh?
He's Blade's surprisingly soft-spoken. You would expect him to have, like, the gruffest of gruff voices.
good and prepared young chum. The festival.
Okay. Chat. Let's see
Before
what...
we begin, allow me to paint you
Fucking
the
hell,
full
okay.
picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander.
The Sigmire of Elden Ring.
Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone.
Taking my head so I don't want to do this. Fair enough, that's fair enough.
Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog.
I reckon he can bleed.
Howling at the sky.
But now, we must make merry. Oh, gathering of champions! The revels begin! The celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
You will find the field of battle past the church ahead, upon the shore under the fort. General Radahn is there, divested of his wits and howling at the sky.
Going to avoid saying much in chat while I have to not spoil lingering for Brandon. That is cool name is.
General Radahn is there.
Yeah, this is a big area, somber smith and stone. I take it that fog gate is the fog gate saying, nah, you made your choice, bitch. Now you need to live with it. Jesus, good luck. The anticipation, man. Holy shit. Door that does not fucking work. I'm probably nowhere near ready for this, but you know what? Like, all I hear is Radahn this, Radahn that. So I'm very excited to see what's in store for me. A stake of Marika, it would seem. That's handy. Now, if I use this, is this going to take me closer to Radahn himself? Oh, it does. Oh shit, and you can just summon all the pals. Fuck me. Can I just summon everyone for this fight? Because I'm 100% going to do that if that's an option. Radahn's spear. I can summon patches? Oh my god, look at this! I mean, he's probably got like 10 million hit points now. Patches was weak. As was Lionel. Fucking hell. So wait, it says they died rather than returned to their world. That was a... Sorry, have I missed something here? Because that was piss easy. Although, I did presumably just get Blade killed, which isn't good. Or is Radahn not that difficult and he just triggers some... Oh, yeah, a good kill. Thank you, Name. It's like, I thought Radahn was meant to be really difficult or something. Or have I been misunderstanding? Is Radahn just significant? Because this is cool as fuck. And it said Blade is dead, which is kind of worrying, because it said some returned to their world, but others it just said is dead. Which is very concerning. Oh, fuck. People have been stuck on him for ages. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was under the impression that he was... that he was meant to be like some super hard boss or something, but... Starscourge, Radahn, okay. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a super cool fight. And maybe if I hadn't summoned anyone, it would have been more difficult. But like, oh, Blade is still alive. That's cool. It's all good.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared by Radahn and you. And did you see that afterwards? A falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To Nokra, where Rani's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our souls once more. For Mistress Rani. Let's meet where the falling will go into battle again. My only purpose is to fight for Rani's fate. The curtain's rising. On the final act.
Cool. Question is, where did the star hit? Ooh, I remember reading, apparently Kenneth Haight has some more stuff in it, has some more dialogue, so we might go see him as well before we end the stream. Xander.
Hello there. It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock.
Don't put yourself down,
One
Alexander.
hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward, and as such, I can hardly stand to face such as
you may not need to. I think you can, if you go speak to the turtle, he can revive him for you.
But as luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again.
Oh, fucking hell, okay. Yeah, Alexander's still...
The bodies found here are exceedingly fine.
Still a bit grim.
Who could expect
About that turtle. Jesus Christ, Namus, you fucking... You fiend. I mean, I guess the Elden Ring meme is that you should go and kill every NPC before you take on the final boss.
When next we meet.
Just for any extra drops.
The bodies found. Who could expect any less from the... Just you wait.
Ruler of 0 remaining followers. Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, the Radahn fight was super cool, but I also don't understand what everyone's been going on about as well. Like, it wasn't difficult. Where does this take me to? Where do all these travel locations go? Okay, so this is the in and out of Redmane Castle. That's cool. I'll go see if these nerds have anything else to say. No, these guys seem to still be vibing. Just doing whatever.
At last, the war festival has ended. Brave champion, the celebration was spectacular. General Radahn is surely pleased. Festering with rot and crippled by madness, all he wanted was an honorable death. Finally, I'm no longer bound to this. I have a task in old business, you could say. You wouldn't understand.
Gonna play Farming Dynasty
May we
a
meet
bit.
again.
Thanks for the stream. No worries, Namus. Catch you later. Thanks for tuning in.
Brave. It's may we meet again.
Okay. Well, I didn't expect to be killing Radahn tonight, but fair enough. It was a super cool fight. Just a bit like, huh? Okay, I've got the NPC there, Castle and Jaren. I really don't want to lose these souls, but let's level up. In fact, let's give us another level. I don't know how many levels we get from this, but okay, I think we've got enough mind. What to put points into? Like, actually, it still does do damage. It still does boost the damage. Like, presumably the other doors still haven't opened up or anything inside this place. Right, you don't. Thanks. Oh, I've just realised I've got all the golden ashes of my is my discovery rate up then? Is that what's happening? Interesting. I'm not really sure what else we're meant to be doing inside Redmane Castle. There doesn't appear to be that much to do. Unless I've missed something, chat, and I welcome you to tell me what I've missed, but I probably shouldn't have survived that, but I did. Because I'm awesome. Alright, we'll go get the map. Just so we can see more of the area. Maybe it's because people come to Redan much earlier. Maybe I'm just like over leveled, and that's the problem. That lot can fight each other all they want. Maybe I should be killing stuff because I think, is it my item discovery is boosted now because of the gold effect? It's showing like the foul foot, which means I'm either going to get more, which means either my item discovery is boosted or I get more runes from kills. Either way, it's good. Discovery's any higher. Although that's actually worn off now, hasn't it? There's still a ton more fighting over in the distance there. I need to go speak to Kenneth. Hey, I need for him to do that before the stream ends. Absolutely stomped. This way. Stone. Thought for a second that was going to be a fucking dragon come back to haunt me. Well, we've got a little dungeon now as well, don't we? I think we'll be able to end the stream at the usual time, at the 2.5 hour mark probably. But we'll see how long these catacombs take. Oh, that's a Scarlet Rot River. Nice. It's definitely not nice. Fucker. I mean, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of Scarlet Rot throughout, isn't it? That's going to be like that's a running theme of the Caelid area, isn't it? By attacking? Miranda Sprout Ashes. Interesting. Well, I've got Scarlet Rot now. What can you do? There we go. Just need to. Obviously, we come to this area again. Okay, no getting around that. Oh, they are just spreading the rot. Cool, that's all they're doing. Little bastards. Wait a second, where's the goddamn lever? I didn't even need to read that message, I just knew. Therefore, here. Alright, what merciless horrors await me at the bottom of these catacombs? In before it's another fucking cat statue. Oh no, it's a cemetery shade. Ooh, these guys are tricky. These guys are a bit more, I mean, I say they're a bit trickier. Kindred of Rot Ashes. Ooh, cool. Even a chest. Okay. That's that boss taken care of. Oh fuck, what was it called? Something Shade. Cemetery Shade. It's in the Kaled Catacombs. Only died 9 times tonight. That's pretty good, I'd say. We'll just ignore that particular enemy. We'll go get the map, and then we'll go see Kenneth Haight. Ooh, nice, golden seed. Oh, and there's a Knight's Cavalry here as well. This is unbelievably cursed. I just want to fight the Knights Cavalry. I don't want to fight any of the others. Oh, fuck off! Oh, there's a fucking dragonfly now as well. Okay, Knights Cavalry's dead. I think it says a lot when the Knights Cavalry dies quicker than the fucking rando enemies that just turned up to join in the fight. I'll mark that down on the boss kill tracker in a second. Aelid.
Buying or selling?
Might as well buy. Champion Pauldron. Oh, cool. Rotbone Arrow? Let's buy this stuff as well, why not? Presumably we've got a ton of dupes I can sell. I mean, I could dual wield certain weapons, I guess. I might keep the Omen Killer Cleavers, but one of each. Them's the rules. Unless I'm actively dual wielding it. All these cool items. And Scholar Robe. Surprisingly less dupes than I thought. The game's a lot better at not giving you superfluous crap.
You well.
Let's just put the Knights Cavalry in then, and we'll just put Aelid. If there's another one, we'll figure it out. Okay, we'll ride up the road, just so we can get any remaining sites of grace that might exist along the way. I mean, there is like a little churchy thing up here, so that might yield one. Cathedral of Dragon Communion. Ooh, interesting. Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook 3. Oh, I can make dragon wound grease now. That's very cool. But it says granted special dragon attacks, so I'd be interested to see how that works. Short drink. And I've got 6 of them. Cool. Shrine of Dragon Communion. Just so I don't get, like, completely sidetracked. I at least have points of reference. Oh, that's a dragon right there. It's a dragon boss. He is an interesting chappie, and he is immune to poison, it seems. Ah. I want to see what Dragon Rock Grease says. Easy. Oh! Oh! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! That's not good. I thought I had him. What I get for being overconfident. the item I wanted. That's the item I want. All about the bleeds. Nice. Another boss down. Okay. Zeit's Wonder. And a dragon heart for the trouble. So I guess dragon wound grease or whatever it's called isn't. I mean, is it a case of being super effective against dragons? It's hard to tell. No, we're not going to explore the center of that mass just yet. Waypoint runes. God, these are some horrible enemies. Alien shit, Alien vs Predator shit in here, just like the run to all these horrible creatures in them. Damn. Better be a good chest. Meteoric Ore Blade. I mean, that sounds like a cool item. For sure. Hell, 2 stone sword keys. There better be something cool in here. Okay, jail cave. I was about to call it Gowl Cave. Rune Arc. You know what? It's just giving us a rune arc, so why not? Why not? Buff up everything, and then die straight away. That's what the game wants us to do. It doesn't just hand you a rune arc unless there's a reason for it. Oh? Oh. Thank God for that little shadow. Did a lot of the work for me. Okay. Cage after cage of these things. Does not open from this side, of course it doesn't. Stake of Marika. It's like always an alarming sign. Precious item ahead, but how do you open it? Is there going to be like a lever somewhere in the depths of it that's just going to open every single fucking prison door? Lever ahead, therefore here. Oh. That might indeed be what's about to happen. Black meat. God damn, this place is nice, okay. Shortcut unlocked. Umber smithing stone. Always nice. Trees. I may have ushered in a world of pain. Oof. Okay, now I need to go through this whole thing, going jail cell by jail cell until I find everything. artillery shield. Cool. Okay, is this where I fell through the ceiling? I think it might be. That's good. So if we just go this way, we should find everything. Up here, it's like a path. I'm gonna progress forward first. All the cells. Although, why are the cells empty now? Oh, it's because these guys have already gone off for their one round. Oh! I'd never been hit by that explosion, so I had no idea if it would hurt or not. Turns out it's not so bad, although I imagine a chain reaction of them probably isn't very pleasant. Expect message. Oh, stone sword key, so 50% up on the ones. And a wakajaki. I didn't actually fully read that. Oh, this place is creepy. I'm like constantly fucking on edge going through here. Just like, is there gonna be something? Is there gonna be something? Okay, that was the lever up there. There's still one more corridor down here. One more cell. And then we've got the staircase. I mean, this is less of a cell and more of a... by summoning. Boss ahead. Rainbow stone. Golden. I'm guessing those stairs were the way back up. Oh. Oh, call that, it's a frenzied duelist. I mean, it's a frenzied duelist with a big fucking axe. But still. Nothing I haven't faced before. The Buzz making fucking quick work of it. A bit disappointing, to be honest. But then again, I am sort of power level like fuck, so... all that worry. Oh, and now we're out in Limgrave again. Regalia of Aoshade. Cool. Well, it's it was still cool. I mean, I'm definitely suffering from should have come here first. I think it's safe to say. Like, that's one thing I feel fairly confident in my assessment of. So we'll go back to the entrance to the jail cave. Also, there was one last bit that I didn't get a chance to... Oh, okay, it's already covered because I can guess that's what's through here. Yeah, okay. It was just the exit. You know what? Having used that fucking rune art, I'm just like paranoid as fuck that I'm gonna die and lose it. Not out there yet. These things. Okay, I'm gonna put a marker for this one. I don't want to have to do it just now. Oh, okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. So I want to go. There we go. Is something in there, or is it just a geyser? I think it's just a geyser. This could just be a cool little setup, but why? Are these guys guarding something? Is it just a military expedition that I've just interrupted? What do? What is... Yeah, I think they were just inspecting this thing to see what it's about. Making like a wee camp, and I just came and ruined it all for them. It's a bit of a shame, really. Alright, you can do it. Maybe you can't. Maybe this is a bit out of your tease. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, yeah, we're just at Fort Gale again. We've already been here, so. Let's head to this marker. Oh, we haven't touched this grace yet. Lovely. Okay, so I think we've got a pretty good Reader Crone. I don't remember speaking to you before, but
You're Are you to the south? To the east? The heart, but there.
okay. So there's a boss to the east. Zephyr, hello. How's it going? I like that little first chat from a viewer thing. How are you, Zephyr? Hope you're doing well today. I'm sort of getting ready to finish up this Elden Ring stream, actually, and then we're probably going to go raid someone. Oh, why did I attract the attention of that thing? But I hope you're doing well. I love little head pat emotes. And thank you for the follow from a few days ago, by the way. I feel like I was offline when it happened, so I don't remember seeing the notification. And if you did follow whilst I was live, then I apologise for being rude and ignoring you. pro. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to 4 hate. Oh. That wasn't there before. This must be where the meteor crashed. Yeah. That certainly wasn't there before. Holy shit. Well, we'll go speak to Kenneth Haight first, then we'll end it, and then our stream tomorrow we'll be jumping into the... Stream tomorrow? There isn't a stream tomorrow. It's you're catching it right at the end, because I'm not streaming again for like another wee while. Although maybe I could do a Saturday night stream. I'll see. I'll need to have a think about that one purely because I don't know. Well, I don't really know what my plans are basically. Because I do need to stay awake in the evening till 4 AM because that's when I'm getting picked up to go to the airport. But at the same time, I don't want to risk spending Saturday night streaming when I could be, double, triple, and quadruple checking that I've got everything that I need to go to the airport, sort of thing. No worries, just got off work, and you weren't streaming that day. Okay, well, I appreciate the fall all the same. Welcome, delayed. Welcome to belated. That's the word I was looking for. Welcome to Squad 7. Greeting.
I must begin my search for a true and stalwart. I must begin my search for a true and...
Okay, he doesn't have any new dialogue. Maybe I need to advance more stuff before he gets new dialogue. One last thing that we're going to do. I just want to sort out everything here. I want to level up that guitar. I don't think I have any more bearers to do. Oh, I'll speak to him now.
Journey to the capital, Len. The two fingers, you may be out. General Radahn, the famed, he fought Melania and her rot, and by my reckoning, though.
Ooh, I feel like I picked up something related to this guy, so let's go speak to him and see if I can give him the item.
No. You have felt the curse. I can smell it on you.
Dung Eater.
Boxed. Apparently my seedbed is ripe and waiting. 'Twas a brief respite. Go and unshackle my corporeal flesh. Trapped in the sewer jail below the capital.
Ooh.
I can kill in the pox will truly be your own. Go and unshackle. Trapped in the sewer.
Cool. Okay, well, I've got a quest to kill. Okay, no bell bearing to offer. Yeah, I hope work was okay for you, Zephyr. Brandon, tell me about you. Oh, did he? Only good things, I hope. I expect. Brandon's not here to defend himself, so...
Greetings. Are you here for spirit?
Okay.
I can hear it for the howl. You should keep you.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your own.
Okay, yeah, Qatar's up at plus 17 now, and holy shit, that's some damage. Then again, I haven't actually adjusted it yet, so... So if I go... Oh, I need to check Mixed Cylinder's physique as well, because I've got some more stuff here, don't I? Distance heal status, boost poise, magic attack, fire attacks, lightning attacks, holy attacks, charge attacks, and eliminate all FP consumption. It's cool stuff. I still like my one. Ashes of War. Supposed to go. It's 100. Okay, so it does reduce the overall damage. I'm interested to see what this looks like. So it's currently at 192 plus 96. What does that change to? Yeah, I was talking to the people who knew that play Elden Ring. Your name pop up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I need to do some bad maths. I don't even know if this is the correct way to do it. Flame of the Red Wings. Okay, I feel like that's probably still stronger. So I'm interested to see what that looks like now. So if I now go... to Fort Hague. So, 2 seconds. I know. I mean, that's kind of cool. So that's 20 higher, 16 higher. This one causes blood loss build up, but I feel like what you want to do is you want to use the keen hook claws, get the blood loss, and then immediately switch to the Qatar for the higher base damage, I guess. I need to do more experimentation, I guess. Alternatively, what happens if I put the Qatar there? How does that work? Where did I go? Where did it go? Okay, no, it doesn't count. Okay. Fun either way. Well, we've got that. Also, this game looks good. It does. It is very good. I can attest to that. Right. We need to find someone to raid. So, we'll end the stream. Well, we'll end the recording there.